Welcome everyone out there on Twitch and maybe, who knows, YouTube, if this run goes anywhere. What's up, Plank tonight? Thank you. Yep, Greater 1 and 1 is finished. Finished. Greatest 1 and 1. 1 and 1 every single combo. Damn, that always gets the order wrong. Even though I do the Great Query first, I guess somehow the Greater Query or the Great Query takes longer, so it's always in the reverse. I have to like remember that and do a pause if I want to make that joke. But yeah, I always leave off Minotaur and Berserker so that I can keep that joke alive. Hill Orc Fighter? No, sorry, we don't need Hill Orc Fighter. I'm mostly going Transmuter, Enchanter, Warper. Are these like your least favorite classes? I think that's how you spell it, isn't it? Yeah, you have a lot more wins than I do. That won't work unless you use, do I have a thing for that? Nick help? Oh boy, I can't. Oh, hey, how about that? Yeah, you need to do execute that command, bang DCSS Nick space, then your webtails username. Then it will know how to map your Twitch username to your webtails name, or Lomlobot will know how. So execute that. Type that in chat if it's not set already. Thought you were missing species, Mr. Plank. Octopode and Felid. Well, you know, Octopode is pretty fun. Felid, I can understand somebody not going for that. I don't know, Hugnasty. Depends. I often stop at 1, but I get drunk a little bit easily. I don't drink a lot, so I don't really have like immunity built up. I don't really like being drunk all that much. Buzzed is okay. Well, I guess I should get on with this. So the idea is we're going to play Vampire Enchanter. Now this is a class that can die early, and Vampire on D1 is not very good. So, make sure I select the right thing. Bleh! What's up, Yogi? He heard vampires were going to be a thing, and he had to show up. What do I want to train initially? You know, you could train stealth initially. I mean, with that aptitude and the stealth that you get is really high, but your starting stealth is pretty good. I know I'm actually going to use short blade, so I'm kind of inclined to actually just get the damage instead of going for more stealth, because stealth doesn't actually kill anything. So I pretty much, and your starting hexes are good too. It's not like you really have a spell power issue with that again with that aptitude being as good as it is. So I kind of like. Oh yeah, thanks for them, Kitty. I realized I didn't really have... Vampires are a weird species I tend to avoid. I always think if I ever make a video on them, like, the video will go up and then somebody will do some vampire... yeah, I do. I think... Do I have a command for that? Yeah. So yeah, you might know it from there. I put completed runs up on YouTube. So I always think the species is just going to get like reworked, and then my video will be, you know, a lot less useful. But I kind of like just starting off with short blades and just going for decreasing that delay. What is? Oh hey, this fault. The human corpse of Gamma Funk. Now see, I don't know about that. That's a good omen because I'm not a human. I'm a vampire. So my 1.8. Oh, never mind. I missed those. That's the turns. Jeez. Wow. So yeah, you can see it's sometimes 0.9, sometimes 1.0. So lowering that delay is good. 3% fail in Corona. So Corona is not a good T1 spell. You want to take these starting turns extremely carefully if your goal is to win the game, because the only thing you can do is get an accuracy bonus. And that is not so great. I do have enough stealth to kind of do some stabbing. +1 dagger, though. It's not that bad. Okay, this rat's already seen me. Now the frilled lizard has as well. He unfolds his giant frill. So what I might be able to do is get the rat to forget me. Now this rat's probably not going to cause... Oh yeah, see, they already forgot. So that's how the starting stealth can be powerful. So both of those monsters forgot me when I got out of LOS. And now I only had to fight one of them. Now I'm being super cautious here, but... we are on game 6 of a streak, or this is game 7 of a streak, I should say. So we're getting close to... yeah, CSEO is gone. So we're getting close to my last streak, which was 8. Although that says 7, it's actually 8 because one of them was a fast run that I put on my other nick. Okay, leopard geckos. If I can avoid fighting him until XL2, that would be just great. So we're only stand still. Oh. Okay, so I didn't even bother using Corona on him there. Just gonna avoid the gecko. It's kind of a nasty monster. It's one of the, although it doesn't seem that way, it's actually one of the nastier D1 monsters. Again, like these kind of things, if you're playing something really strong, you're not gonna have to care at this level of... Alright. Now that wasn't necessary, you know, absolutely necessary to Corona him, but... Alright, and we're not going to pick up any armor. I'm going to pick up the sling bullets because if I do manage to get... if I do manage to... you know what? That always happens. You see this cockroach? He didn't go down easy. Just a cockroach, too. We are 83% of the way to XL2. That's when our life gets a lot safer. So this guy, I don't love to fight him. I might be able to get lucky and get him off my case, but I might not. Alright, we got him. We took care of him. So there's XL2, and that's good. Now we've got EH. And life is much better. Xlor, weren't you to be taking notes earlier? Now you're giving advice. It's an interesting reversal of situations. It's necessary just that you deal with big spikes of damage. And one way to deal with that is by killing the monster sooner rather than later. So it's a free buff. So yes, you want to take every advantage you can get on D1. You absolutely want it. Yogi just says, "Oh wait, I can't. Oh yeah, it's there's nothing here to drain. Oh, I can't eat you. You're full of goo." Oh, that's. I think I was confused about that, and I was hitting E or whatever. I gotta remember, I'm a vampire. I'm not. Yeah, Yogi just says, "Hit tab faster." Hit tab faster. Start the next character sooner. Okay, this will. We're gonna let him close up, and then we'll stab him down. You know, why play one game when you can play 10? So roughly a really good guide for how to play Enchanter is really just read the elliptic spend guide. It's going to be fairly similar regardless of which Enchanter that you play, but there are obviously some big differences. One, I would say the thing to keep in mind is you probably want to play Enchanter with a species that has a good stealth aptitude. So +5 is obviously like literally the best you can have as a natural aptitude. And the other differences with spend, obviously, for skilling purposes, it's not going to be too dissimilar, really. If you look at the skills that he's training, dodging, short blades, hexes, it's actually, for Vampire, it's going to be fairly similar. And I'll be basically following this. He might, I don't know if Elliptic turns on 2 skills at once. I'm going to guess that he goes to just short blades first, because I know he likes to train 1 skill. So I think I'm going to do something similar. We're just going to go to 5, and I'll go ahead and set stealth to 8, like what he says there. Okay, so I couldn't do anything with him. Oh! See? So this just shows you how dangerous this is. I enchanted him and I tried to kill him, but it didn't work. Alright, well. I mean, that was really close. That just shows you. You know, Vampire is not really strong on E1, and I did have a really good spell, but I did miscast it. Or, actually, what happened? Did he just resist it both times? You miscast, you feel a bit tired. You miscast. So I miscast that spell twice in a row. I mean, it is a 12% fail rate, but that was exceedingly bad. Yeah, I know. Enchanter early game, for real. I mean, I even got to XL2, and it was that scary for 1 dart slug. Please, Flurry, you don't need to mention me like every other message. Alright, now I've woken up some guys, so we could have, damn. Man, these guys are for real. I for some reason I thought they were goblins, but they're not. What happened there? He resisted, okay. Damn, and he resisted again. Alright, well we're gonna have to do some luring. Alright, there's 1 down. We're just gonna ring around the rosy this guy. Hopefully he doesn't land some massive hit. It's gonna put me... There we go. Sheesh. Actually, I had blood potions. I could have quaffed them to get my regen up. I actually don't know what the default keystrokes work. It's been so long since I played a vampire. Need to check that out. Ah, okay. Now I understand. So, do I want to... Actually not kind of sure about the early game regen situation. I guess it's a bit like if you want to... It depends sort of on... Oh, you would. Yeah, this is why I kind of avoid this species a lot. And this is a quirky background. So if this fails, we'll just kind of... We'll just use Corona as a backup. Gotta play it slow and steady. You can't run away. I don't have bat form. Well, I can run away as soon as I get bat form, but I don't yet have bat form. Once you get bat form, then it starts to be a little bit more like a spend. And you know, I think with one difference that we're seeing already is the short blades is... Oh no, they have the same. That's +1 as well, okay. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, we've already lowered our delay. That's certainly helpful. Sadly, we cannot eat cobalt blood. So I'm gonna read... I guess I could go pick up this scroll too. Alright. Stats. How do I stat my enchanters? These guys do tend to stay in robes. Wonder what Elliptic does for his. This is not the most critical raise enter dex. Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking. It's like you could pretty much go either one. So if you get a bunch more dex, that's really nice because your EV gets boosted pretty well. And dodging is really a critical defensive stat for this style of character. So it's really nice to have good EV. Int just helps your spells, and spell power is not that big of a deal. The thing is that Int is helping me a lot more right now, so I'm definitely going to take Int first. And now I am XL3, I can transform into a bat. So now you can spam your bat emotes as much as you wish, because we are well and truly a bat. Now I can run away from anything, although I cannot be full or alive. I have to be no more than just satiated, which is the current one I have. Now I'm a little bit okay with using I could have snuck up on this guy, but I didn't. More of those sling bullets. All-powerful Quokka. Oh, that's right. I wanted to, I'm going to go over here and read these scrolls. Identify, that's cool. Berserk Rage. Oh yeah, the Batman soundtrack. I'm actually going to go around this way, because I prefer not to... I have a choice. Alright, we got it, third try. And I'm going to remind myself, what are we going to... Because I'm about to switch over to stealth. When am I going to switch to hexes? Or spellcasting? Yeah, it's remarkable. I think there actually are... Does Spriggans also have -1? Yeah, I guess most species have. Oh no, they do have +2. I might hold off on training spellcasting and just go straight to some hexes. Because, yeah, staying alive is a thing people do. You get stealth bonuses if you're at like you get the less blood you have, the more stealth bonuses you get. So there's advantages if you're playing a stealthier play style to being to get the regen. You need to be full, the extra regen, or alive. So there's an adder. These guys are no joke. Alright, we stabbed him. Now we did have bat form, we could have run away from him, although I do have a 26% fail on it. Now once I turn into bat, I think it's permanent. Yeah. I'm a bat. Might need to remap those keys. Oh, does it? Oh, it costs MP. That's okay. Well, that's something I had forgotten. That is excellent thing to remember. Been so long. Bleh. What? I honestly, Yogi, I forget what started that joke. I totally forget now how that first came about. I can't even remember at this point. Fix your power outage. Are bats good at fixing power outages? Miscast. So do I want to bat? I don't know. I think I might bat out of here. See ya! See, because I can bat and just, like, reset the fight. This is ridiculous. Star Wars Shadow of the... Oh, okay. And so it's like Darth Vader is a vampire. Right, now that makes more sense. Yeah, the main difference is that it's so much weaker than Spen. You can't run and you're stuck. Until you get to XL3, you can't run at least. Once you get to XL3, you have a really overpowered ability to... You know, that exactly would be the thing that would happen, wouldn't it? But as you can see here, all I have to do is, like, just use a door. Ah. Alright. Try that. So I'm trying to avoid... Oh, is this a sling? Nice. Oh, also... Yeah, let's... Oh, there we go. The heal wounds. This character's looking better by the minute. I've learned that Quokka are not so bad after all. Oh, look who it is. It's Yuf. I really don't have a truly safe way to... Oh, I can memorize Confuse, though. I totally forgot about my spells. Yeah, that's one thing about training spellcasting, isn't it? If I had that, I could learn 2 pretty good spells. Both Dazzling and Tukima's are pretty nice. Dazzling is kind of like... Well... There are some things that I think Dazzling works on that Confuse doesn't. There's very few things that you can't confuse, though. Well, he's in Zot. Is that... Did you win that game, Iggy? Or is that still in progress? Yeah, the only thing he has that I want is a cloak, and I could confuse him. It's just that his chaos melee is really frightening. He's something to maybe come back for a little bit later. Would be smart. Do I have so it doesn't auto quaff, huh? I don't quite know how the blood. Yeah, I've totally lost. Oh, hey, Buckler's sick. That is very good. There's an orc wizard. Well, guess I'm just gonna hit you with my dagger. I want that buckler, but we have to be quite careful gonna first go this way, and Dagger of Electrocution. You know? Oh, you would do that, EH. Okay, but now we've got a Dagger of Elect. That's sick. That is outstanding. Not only does it have better enchant, this is a top tier melee weapon. It doesn't get that much better. Yeah, you would. I don't know what I expected, really. I just didn't want to take like a massive elect damage hit. Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, nulls and extended are going to be pretty insane. Your skill levels are probably somewhere around like, what are they, 16 to 18 right now? But as you get to extended, you start closing in on like every skill being at 20, so it's obviously nuts. It's a pretty good species to go into extended with. You have normal HP, and you have better than average stats. Alright, so yeah, 16, that sounds about right. Yep, Hellmonk knows what's up. He knows all about those. Jeez, with the orcs. Level 4. Okay, so we're almost done with our initial short blade training. Am I going to do spell casting? I'm 2 away from Tukimas, which honestly, and they're good spells, they're just not really critical for me right now. I think I would rather have not 11% miscast with EH. But it is costly. It is less costly to train ice, so I will actually train ice after we hit that milestone. I guess that's something Elliptic probably doesn't waste his time doing, but I mean, I can train it up to like level 2 or something, and you can see that the cost is 2.5. Even with that aptitude difference, it's because my initial training of it is, and my current skill levels of it is pretty high. Okay, this orc sees me. He saw, oh, he flanked me. Clever. Octopode Fighter Ghost. Those you can maybe confuse if you really want to fight them. I really want that buckler, so what I might like to do is just... There's another orc wizard. Okay. There we go. And we'll look to take some other stairs. Let's see what these are like. Jian pot. Not really thinking too hard about my blood management right now. Yeah, Elect Dagger means I can take some more liberties with just meleeing some stuff, but still want to be careful. Fuse Potion is magic, that's a helpful one. Oh wow, I don't, the problem with, yeah, that's sort of just a real hassle that I wouldn't bother. You're talking about taking off your shield outside of some combat situations. The thing is, you can get interrupted a lot doing that, and then you're sort of stuck there anyways. I mean, honestly, if I were to do it, what I would do, since you're a null, is, well, I mean, there's downsides to this, but I would probably just like cast Dragon Form or something, and use your UC, because you want two-hander melee. Dragon Form is the destroyer of worlds. It basically, you can't get melee damage that's higher than Dragon Form. You do have some trade-offs, of course, with your defenses, but you also get a 50% HP increase. And depending on spells and god stuff you have available, you can get some additional AC. And alright, here's our boy Sinzig. What's this? Now these guys have low HP. He doesn't have anything, so he might not be too bad to kill. What we need to do though is confuse him. And then, oh, don't do the thing. Alright, so he went down very easily. You always hate it when yeah, Yogi has his he has the Centaur Hunter that in the normal 3-room game, it's not like he went to extended. Centaur Hunter, Storm Bow and Zephyr Bow generated in the same game. I remember that.